Alfred Hitchcock's The Birds is an iconic film that succeeds by using Hitchcock's tension and tone mixed with charismatic characters who are put through his natural nightmare, creating an atmospheric picture, one part romantic comedy, the other part natural horror. Like many of Hitchcock's films, as well as many films of the time period, The Birds is based off of a book. That book is the short story of the same name by Daphne du Maurier. The short story takes place in Bodega Bay just like the film, but instead of it centering around the headstrong Melanie Daniels, played by Tipi Hedron, it focuses on a farmhand who must protect his family while the onslaught of birds attack his home. Other than the location of Bodega Bay, title, and general plot of birds attacking town, the story is completely different, focusing more on the budding relationship between Tipi Hedron's character and Rod Taylor's Mitch Brenner. Hitchcock uses his bomb theory, which states that if there was a bomb under the table, tension would immediately be killed if the bomb blew up and killed all the characters. But if you told those characters the bomb was under the table and would be blown up in a set amount of time, then tension would rise. This same principle is used for films like Rear Window and more famously Psycho. In The Birds, the first half has been intentionally written to be a romantic comedy. It's until all hell breaks loose where these ordinary characters have to survive through an extraordinary situation. The film never explains why the birds attack, but leaves it up to the audience. Hitchcock never had a definitive reason, leaving it up to the audience. Throughout much pondering and research, it is my opinion that the birds themselves are less of a character and more of a metaphor than straightforward villains that have some reason for attacking. The birds in the movie, in my opinion, represent the superficial beliefs regarding gender roles, attacking the independent and defiant Melanie Daniels. This is shown to shake up the town of Bodega Bay in the form of schoolteacher Anne Hayworth and Mitch Brenner's mother, Lydia. The birds can also be seen as a double entendre, as birds are also used as a slang term for attractive women, both of which are suspicious of Melanie's presence and raise an eyebrow whenever she's near. Lydia, for example, who just lost her husband, Mitch's father, is upset by Melanie's presence because she is shown to be the conservative homemaker wife and has just lost her structure in the form of her husband. And then she sees somebody who is so against type in the form of Melanie Daniels that obviously perturbs her. The more Melanie stays in Bodega Bay, the more the birds start behaving erratically. It culminates in the birds attacking Bodega Bay, leaving a trail of chaos and blood, climaxing with Melanie Daniels being attacked by the birds, leaving her traumatized and being left in a frozen vegetative state where she doesn't even resemble the woman she was at the beginning of the film. The film portrays Melanie as someone whose carelessness got the better of her, attributed to the behind-the-scenes drama, where Alfred Hitchcock had a disgusting obsession with Tipi Hedron and threatened her multiple times about killing her character off, as well as ruining Hedron's career. This ending has now been criticized as overkill after having an hour of a powerful female figure being tortured by birds and being rendered useless and having to be helped by the housewife and the strong, powerful male. Many have seen this as harmful and unjustified for the character at the end. At the end, Hedron shows an amazing performance, being traumatized as well as broken. It has still hit a cultural touchstone, with it being a cult classic, showing up in TV and movies, as well as even having a Barbie doll of Tipi Hedron's character. The film will always remain a classic, because it did more right than wrong, and should be celebrated for its achievements, but should be acknowledged for its shortcomings, with that love still holding. Thank you for watching, and always remember, the next scream you hear may be your own.